Now our flow channel is all set up, and this is probably the best drainage tool that you'll ever find, in the right hands that is, if you know what you're doing with it. It allows us to customize every aspect of your basement waterproofing system, depending on how wide your footing is. Standard footing is about 16 inches wide. Well, sometimes you run in there 24 inches wide or even 36 inches wide. We're able to lengthen or narrow down to make sure that our flow channel, and that's this drain board with the pockets in it, that we're able to fit it to the exact size of your footing and your foundation. So there's an enormous amount of drainage here. When the water does come across underneath the wall and across the footing, instead of pooling up and having your floor sit in water, it has a drop of about several to 10 inches that goes down to our pipe and stone, keeping that entire area between the bottom of your floor and the bottom of your footing completely free of water. Now we're down to the cement process, or what we call our SuperCrete floor reconstruction process. If you look at the walls, we've treated it with our SuperSlurry product. This product has a crystalline ingredient in it that when you apply it to a wall, it'll actually crystallize through the wall from the inside to the outside, and as it does, it fills up every nook and cranny and turns the walls non-porous. So if the walls are non-porous, they're not going to absorb any of the water. A lot of what we talk about is the soil in the Northeast has a little bit of an acidic quality to it. That can affect your walls. When water absorbs into your walls, it pulls a little bit of the soil in with it. Along with that, a little bit of an acidic quality, and it reacts with your walls, and that's why you'll see some of that white powdery substance on your walls. We do away with that with our SuperSlurry product, but it doesn't just topically stay on the wall. It actually grows into the concrete, will crystallize from the inside all the way through to the outside. It grows towards moisture, fills up every nook and cranny, every pocket of the concrete wall, and makes it non-absorbent. Basically turns the wall into a waterproof barrier. Now, that same crystalline ingredient is in the product we use to re-cement the floor back to its original thickness, and that's called SuperCrete. Has that crystalline ingredient, so that we're going to fill this area in with our SuperCrete product, and then you can see we have our engineering tabs, our engineering spacers, if you will, and that crystallizing will happen and occur and grow right into our spacers and into the main body of the floor, basically reconstructing the floor back into one piece again. Most importantly, back to the original thickness of the floor, so that you're going to have your floor back over onto the footing, be a part of the engineering tabs, giving that structural integrity back to the foundation. The floor is going to be poured so it's right up, flush against the wall again. But because if you look at our flow channel, basically is a tie-in to the floor drainage, which is that 4-inch corrugated perforated ADS pipe. It's packed in stone, it's pitched 1 inch every 10 feet around to a heavy-duty commercial pump, and then pumped up and out away from the foundation so that it won't be recycled again. We have a whole bunch of this stuff and it sits out, but this is where that would sit. Where we're managing the water is going to be way underneath here and go down and then drop down to where the real drainage is. But if this is your only drainage, you're going to be putting a little stone out here, plus the floor would be over to here. You're just going to be putting a little stone next to here and then re-cementing back over top, and it limits you to about 1 inch of floor. And that's a problem because building code states that if you remove part of your floor, if you put it back, you have to put it back to a thickness of 3.5 inches, which you just can't do with that. So you're looking at a code violation with a lot of these type of systems that sit on top of your footing. Now, if you have an issue with your basement, feel free to call us at American Dry Basement Systems or to look us up on the web at americandry.com. Thanks for watching.